As a teenager living on my own for the first time, I've been having a lot of fun experimenting in the kitchen. So I thought I'd take you along and share a few quick healthy meals I made throughout the week. We had just moved into a new place, so our first stop was the grocery store to restock all the basics. We picked up vegetable oil, butter, milk, yogurt, frozen ground turkey, mushrooms, spinach, lima beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, bananas, bread, jalapenos, chicken broth powder, chili mayo, and of course dessert for my brother's birthday. The store had completely sold out of eggs, so we grabbed some salami instead. And the next day we stopped by the Indian grocery store to pick up eggs and some frozen parathas. We like to keep breakfast super simple, usually just scrambled eggs on toast with chili mayo. On the first day before we got the eggs, we made salami and cucumber sandwiches instead. Lunches are even easier. I'm usually at my internship, so leftovers are a lifesaver. That means dinner is where I usually put in a little more effort, and those are the meals I'll be showing you. The first dinner of this week was this mushroom rice. I started up by chopping up an onion, garlic, ginger, chili, and some coriander. After softening the onions in a little butter, I added the garlic, ginger, and jalapenos, followed by the mushrooms, lima beans, and the leftover salami from breakfast so nothing went to waste. Then I seasoned everything with soy sauce, chicken broth powder, salt, and pepper before adding the rice and water. After about 15 minutes, everything had cooked together into one warm, comforting pot of rice. We ended up eating this for the next couple of days too, and that's my favorite way to meal prep. If I'm already making dinner, I may as well make enough so I don't have to think about lunch or dinner the next couple of days. I had expected the rice to last until Thursday night because I had an exam that day and really didn't want to spend time cooking. Unfortunately, we finished it at lunch. So dinner became one of my favorite lazy meals, a tuna rice bowl. While the rice cooks, I mix together a can of tuna with some chili mayo, slice up a cucumber, and season it with soy sauce, sesame oil, and garlic powder, and finally fry up an egg. It's one of those meals that take almost no effort but somehow always tastes good. It's filling, has plenty of protein, and uses ingredients I almost always have on hand. By Friday, I finally had a little more time to cook something proper, so I made kheema curry, which is a spiced minced meat curry. I started by chopping onions, garlic, ginger, chili, coriander, and tomatoes. I had completely forgotten to defrost the ground turkey, so while the onions were cooking, I browned the turkey in a separate pan to speed things up. Once the onions were nicely browned, I added the garlic, ginger, chili, and the halved tomatoes. I covered the pan for a minute to soften the tomatoes, peeled off their skins as best as I could, and mashed everything together with my spatula. Next came the spices: salt, pepper, cumin, chili powder, garam masala, and a little turmeric. After letting the spices toast for a minute, I added the cubed potatoes, cooked turkey, frozen spinach, and some water. I definitely recommend using a bigger pot than I did. I split the curry into 2 pots, covered everything, and let it simmer until the potatoes were tender. Then stirred in a spoonful of yogurt at the end to make the curry creamy. While that finished cooking, I heated up a few frozen parathas and quickly made a cucumber raita with yogurt, coriander, and a little salt. This ended up being dinner for the rest of the weekend, and I definitely wasn't complaining. I'll admit, none of these meals are particularly photogenic. They're very much homemade comfort food, but they taste so much better than they look, and sometimes that's all that matters. Hopefully this gave you a little inspiration for your next grocery trip or your next week of meal planning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.